Hey Yagaho guys, today we're going to play a game with a deck that tries to win by taking 6 prizes. What a foreign concept, right? So this is the Lugia-EX Landorus-EX deck, and the basic goal of the deck is fairly straightforward. You attack around stuff with Hammerhead, try to spread 2 bouts of Hammerhead on stuff, that puts it at typically 120 HP or less. And then you've got Bouffalant, who can hit for 120 on EXs, knock those out. Or if you can get Lugia-EX ready, and then you can use his Plasma Gale to do 120, and take an extra prize card that way. So we started with Bouffalant and this matchup, and I think I adjust some counts later, but this current build that I'm having this game, I don't think has lasers. I've just got a Spursy City Gem for added survivability, and just some plus powers instead. So he throws down a Bouffalant, and this looks like a Gardevoir Mewtwo deck, so that Ralts is going to be something I need to target down to avoid Mewtwo suddenly having double energies. Pretty much all some basic psychic energy will like DCEs from Mewtwo, which is kind of bad. And he puts down a Burbank, and looks like he doesn't really have much of anything else, so just gonna pass. And we do have a double colorless in the hand, and I'm gonna Ultra Ball away Super Rod, which is a questionable include in here anyway. And I guess I'll throw away Skyla. We'll try to get a different supporter. What do I want to get out? I want to get out of Landorus. I want to start trying to... I can go ahead and Hammerhead this turn. So I random receiver into another Skyla, so oh well. So I'm going to be able to switch in there. And I think I'll just Skyla for an N. I don't know why I Skyla for N actually. Oh, probably because he has a big hand. So I'm going to try to get that Ralts taken down. If I had gone first, then I definitely could have gotten it taken down. But I did not get to go first, and that's sets big basics like this back a little ways. So that Ralts is now going to get a chance to evolve, and if it does not, then it's going to be going down on the next turn. And let's see, we got DCE to attach to Bouffalant next turn, so that'll be good. Mewtwo should not be able to one-shot, so we should at least be able to knock this Mewtwo out before it gets too big, with second Hammerhead followed by a Gold Breaker. And there is a rare candy into Gardevoir, and now this Mewtwo's got 4 energy on it, courtesy of Gardevoir's Psychic Mirage. Turns all psychic energies into double psychic energies if they're attached to psychic types. And so it's going to be swinging for 100 with X-Ball right now, and it's going to be a 2-hit KO, but we should have the goods to go with Bouffalant following that. So I'm going to drop Lugia. And now that Lugia makes me think, do I want to put it on Lugia or on Bouffalant? And I decided to go with the safe route. He has less than 6 cards in his hand, but I'm going to go in anyway. So it turns out I probably should have gotten Juniper off that Skyla, but oh well. Would have gotten some more cards. He's going to play a town map and flip over some good stuffs. There's one catcher prize. Is that a Druddigon in the far corner? No, I think it's a Skyla. Okay. So he throws a 3rd energy on Mewtwo. Involves the Ralts I just hit into a Kirlia. And it's going to Colorless for 5. Not terrible. And this X-Ball is going to be for, I believe, 140. Because you have 140. It's going to ramp up really quick with Gardevoir. But fortunately, Landorus did his job. He spread 60 damage onto that Mewtwo. And now we're going to be able to attach an energy and Gold Breaker for 120. And let's see what else we want to do. Go ahead and throw down another Landorus. Get some more cards with Shirin. And nothing else I want to use, so we'll just Gold Breaker. Knock out Mewtwo and even up the prizes. 4 apiece. 4 left apiece. And he's got no energy left in play. So we got an Escape Rope. This deck does run a lot of Escape Rope and Switch because Landorus, you need to be able to get him out of the active spot. Just need to be able to switch around in general anyway with Hypnotoxic. So attaches a Psychic Energy, and that'll make Powerful Storm do only 20 due to Boofer, but he's also got Hypnotoxic Laser coming in for some additional damage. We do have Switch and Escape Rope, so I actually straight up have 2 switches. So I will be able to switch around and get rid of that poison. This deck is almost one of those where you might be better to run full heal, just because sometimes you only have 1 attacker powered up, but you also want the utility of being able to switch around, so I think I would just stick with Switch. So here I've got 50 HP left, so I will at least survive going into his turn, so he doesn't get any sort of tempo on me like that. And then next turn, I can attach a Plasma Energy and then maybe try to end and get a Colorless Machine. But it looks like I'm going to catch this Gardevoir, go ahead and get some damage in on it. Only does 60, of course, since Gardevoir is not an EX, but I want to try to get enough damage on it to where Landorus can maybe take it out with Hammerhead or two. I believe that makes it now with 90 on it. Yeah, it got hit with Hammerhead earlier. So that'll put it one Hammerhead away from being knocked out. On top of that, he actually had Gardevoir stuck active there. So, looks like, I'm not sure if he attached an energy to the benched Gallade or not. I don't think he did. Otherwise, you definitely would attach that to Gardevoir and retreat. Of course, Psychic Energy would count as 2 to allow Gardevoir to retreat, and that will allow you to attack. But looks like I guess he figured Gardevoir was going to go down either way, and Bouffalant was going to go down either way, so it didn't really matter. I don't know. I guess if anything, it saved me maybe firing a laser at his Gallade, so could have been a good play in that regard. But anyway, so I don't have a fighting energy, and this is where I was debating, do I want to send up Lugia or Landorus, and I figured, I'll probably draw a fighting energy before I would draw a Colorless Machine. But it turns out I probably should have went with Lugia, because I could have attached a Plasma Energy, and then I could have done this computer search for a Colorless Machine. And this is a recurring theme for me in this deck, is that I probably at least half the time in games, I have to Colorless Machine for I have to computer search for a fighting energy. I think I only have 5, maybe 6. So anyway, just go ahead and Hammerhead on Bouffalant for 10, as Gallade is already in range for Plasma Gale, and we get a double colorless off that, and I got a Juniper left, so should just be able to drop that DCE. Do I want to catch her or not? Probably not. Bouffalant only has 120, but only has 100. He can endure up to 120 damage thanks to Boofer, but Plasma Gale will still hit him for 100, which will be enough. I definitely do not want to play that Aspertia City Gym right now. I play that to give Lugia and Bouffalant a little bit more life in this build, but I don't want to play it right now, that's for sure. So I'm going to hit Gallade for 30 again, and there we go. Now, even if that thing gets an Eviolite or a Giant Cape, or if Aspertia does come in play, as long as it's not Aspertia plus Giant Cape, or Aspertia plus one of the tools, should be able to knock it out with Plasma Gale. And Gallade looks like it is now going to Powerful Storm for 80, and that is enough to knock out. And Gallade's got 80 HP left, so I think we'll send out Lugia. Thinking about it. To be honest, I probably have a better chance of drawing into a Plasma Energy than I do into a Fighting Energy. Although I do have an Energy Search regardless. So let's see which I want to play. If I go for a Shirin and don't get a Colorless Machine or a Plasma Energy, I can always switch Energy Search, and I can at least get a Hammerhead off this turn. So I got some fail safes if nothing else. So I think I'm just going to Shirin, and then see if we can get the Lugia attack this turn, and we get a Plasma Energy off Shirin, so we'll be able to Plasma Gale. And there we go, we're going to take 2 prizes. Now, this is actually really dangerous. I have a huge hand, I've got 1 prize left, and I got a Colorless Machine out of the prizes, so that's good. I'll be able to definitely Plasma Gale for the game if I do not get End. If I get End, I'm So there's a Skyline. That completely saves the game right there. End right there would probably be game winning, because Gold Breaker followed by another Gold Breaker. When I get into 1 and now I can't attack because there's no Plasma Energy on Lugia, that would probably seal the game for him right there, as I doubt I would be able to attack. But he doesn't have an End, he's just going to have to Skylar for this laser, and doesn't get to put me to sleep. So he's got to hope that I don't have a Plasma Energy, which I actually draw one. Could have Colorless Machine for 1, but just happened to draw 1 as well. So I'll be able to Plasma Gale for the win. And that was actually really close. Did not prepare that well for end late game, but fortunately for me, he just didn't have it. So thanks for watching, and we'll have a couple more games with this deck in later days.